Henry, Mr. I think that's Marco. Good
Morning,
morning.
sir.
How are you doing, please? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
good morning, sir. We are fine. Good morning, sir. How are
Wonderful,
you?
wonderful,
Yes, we
wonderful.
can hear
You're
you. Good
welcome.
morning, sir.
You're welcome. Good morning. How are you doing? I
We are
hope we
doing
had
great.
Yeah, good.
a restful night. We are here again, as usual. We are here again to share with us some of our views in the market on some major currencies, some minor currencies, and then we can go on to the market and of course see what we can make out for ourselves. Okay, so we're gonna start now. We're gonna start now. What's the time? Okay, I think we'll start then. Every other person can join us later. All right, so let's start with the economic calendar for today. So today is Wednesday, the 21st of January. Slowly our January is coming to an end. The January has to take 3 months to finish. Slowly coming to an end. So today is January the 21st. So we have already gone through the GBP news at 8 o'clock. Then we have WEF annual meeting. And then the Oga at the top is going to be speaking at 2:30. So at 2:30 p.m., President Trump is going to be speaking. So we don't know what that is going to hold for us, if we are being very honest. We don't know what it's going to do, if it will even have any effect rather on the charts. What we just have to do is observe and be cautious at that time. Okay, because since President Trump is basically the president of the world power country, so anything he says or does, all right, can be very, very influential, even in the financial markets. So at 2:30, we will be observing to see what USD and anything that has to do with USD holds for us at that time. So these are the three things, the three fundamentals that we are going to be looking at today. This one has already happened. That's the CPI for GBP. It has already happened. That one happened at 8 o'clock. Then we are having a meeting today, what's it again? World Economic Forum meeting. And then President Trump is going to be speaking at 2:30 p.m. All right. Okay. So let's see one or two things. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and do some minor currencies and then my Oga, Mr. Val, will do the other ones. We'll do the major currencies. Okay, so let me just point one or two things I'm looking at for us. I'll start with US 30. I'll start with US 30. So US 30 is currently at this is a leg. This is a trading range. All right, this was an expansion. Okay, so normally you expect that price will do what? That price will trade back to the discounted price and then continue the move to the upside. You can see what US 30 has done over time. It has always been buying, buy, so just go, come back to the discounted price, buy, come back, buy. So we're expecting that same thing to happen again at this point so that we can continue upwards on US 30. Is that okay? So so if you draw a Fibonacci from here, we draw a Fib from here to this high, you see that we are currently sitting. Let me make that more elaborate. Please be very careful of your mic, please, so that you don't unmute it when the call is still ongoing, please. Thank you very much. All right, so as you can see, we have officially hit 60% of the Fibonacci level. So we expect that if we get a move back up at this point, it is very, very valid. Is that okay? A move back up from where we are now on US 30 is very, very valid. All right. So let us see how can we gets a more refined zone. So I like this guy on the 4 hours time frame. I like this guy on the 4 hours time frame. This guy is looking good on the 4 hours time frame. So this candle that is this place now, price is trying to engineer some liquidity at this point so that we can tap here and then we buy. Is that okay? Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, you're good, sir.
We can.
All right,
Yes, we can.
all right, thank you. So what did we say? From the daily time frame, we are falling into a discounted zone. Let me see this other block. Okay, this guy is nice too. This guy is nice too. There's another block here on the daily time frame. So instead of us waiting for the more refined one, so what will happen is when price trades inside this guy, yes, we can look for H4 expansion. You know, we're on the daily time frame now. So when price trades inside this other block, we can start looking for H4 expansion. So we have any expansion on the H4 time frame, that means price has aligned with our direction. Okay, then we can now look to take a trade from this area. So this demand zone is still very, very valid on the daily time frame. So you see that we have some liquidity is trying to be built. Yeah, yesterday's candle came and closed just above, look at it, just above this our POI. So we can expect something like this maybe today or tomorrow, anytime, for price to come and sweep it and then start the new journey. Is that okay? So that's how we get our direction, and that's how we anticipate, because it's not every time that you're in the market that market is already doing something. Sometimes you have to wait. So you just draw your areas, probably your order block or your fair value gap, whatever it might be, your high or low. You draw it and then you wait for price to come back to react on this zone. So when price does that, you know that you already planned what you are looking forward to. Like for what we have here, we have already planned that if price should do this and expand to the upside, now we are good to buy. Okay, so we have already planned. So we're anticipating price to tap here, and then we know what we are going to do next if and when price taps this guy. So that is that for US 30. So we are going to be looking out for that zone on US 30. Sorry about that. Let's look at oil. We drew something out for oil yesterday, which is this low, but something is also brewing up here. So for what's going to happen, for what I'm going to show you here, you just put on a little risk, maybe half of your risk on here, so that we see something. But let me show you oil. Well, we had what? We had a sweep of we had a major low here on the daily time frame. Okay, so you can see price came to that place, look at it, and swept it with a wick instead of a body. I think it's also visible on the weekly time frame. Yes, look at the weekly time frame. See the weekly time frame, you see that price came and swept this place with a wick. All right, you know, if price took that zone with a body, it means that price probably wants to continue selling. But the fact that we took there with a wick means it's a sign that we can start looking for buy opportunities. So weekly did an old low sweep, where daily also did the sweep. So you can see that after the sweep, we started having expansions to the upside. See, we expanded here, we expanded here, we also expanded here. Can you see all of this is also classified as an expansion? And then we did something yesterday. We drew the Fibonacci from here to here. So you can see that this guy is a very valid zone to trade from. At the same time, since we have also tapped our 50% zone here, there's also a possibility that we buy from there. Okay, these were the two zones that we're looking at for yesterday. And now, I like what happened yesterday on US oil. So in as much as this order block is still very, very valid, look at it on the H4. His whole area is very fine on the H4. Number one, we have our imbalance, we have our inducement, then of course we have our sweep, and we have our break. So everything here is very, very valid. At the same time, coming inside this zone, we had some good information for trades here. So we had a key level. This was a key level. Price has touched it and then I started buying. Good. Now, if you go to the H4 time frame, see what happened yesterday on the H4. Price did a new expansion. Can you see? Let me show you. This was a new expansion. This area here, when price did this to the upside. So it means that whatever thing we're looking at for at this zone, price is trying to honor it with this expansion. Now, since we know that we have 2 points of interest, the one here and the one that is here, we are going to go ahead and take maybe half our risk on this trade. Okay, you can take half your risk on this trade simply due to the fact that we have a possible zone that price can come down to. So if you're okay with putting some money on the line on this guy, that's totally fine. So you place your trade and your SL will be below this, SL will be below this low. Please, risk management is very, 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 very crucial. All right. So we are having two zones now. You know that the reason why we are even okay with looking for this buy is because this is started from our discounted zone. So from here to here, you see that price had crossed the 50% zone as at this point. As at this point, price has crossed the 50% zone and started giving us a reason to buy with this expansion to the upside. So it means that what is happening here is still very valid for a buy. Another thing that happened here, if you can see, is we had a fully bullish engulfing candle formation. So that is looking interesting. With the news today, I hope it doesn't get totally demolished. But for now, if you're taking this trade, just let it be small risk, maybe half your risk, or anything that isn't too much because we're just going to see what's happening here. On the H1 now, on the H1 finally, we had a fair value gap and we have this inducement build up at this point. What does it matter? This inducement build up at this point. So this guy is not bad. This guy is not bad. But if this one doesn't hold, then we know that price, we're going to wait. We won't do anything again until price comes back to this guy. All right. So that's US oil. That is US oil. Okay. What's happening on Eurocard? Okay, Eurocard has tapped our area of interest. That's nice. Okay. So I like this zone because of one reason. This is a key level. Why? This guy started from here, but we had a touch price bot. We had a touch price bot. We had a touch price bot. Price now disrespected this guy. Came back here, touch and sold. Came back here, touch and sold. Then it has come back again to do what? To expand to the upside from that zone. So I think that this area here is a very valid area for price to react from. So this guy once acted as a support when it was here. You know, price used to bounce from support and go up. Bounce from support, go up. Support, go up. Same thing here. This guy acted as a resistance here. He came here, sold, came here, sold. So now that we have turned around again at this point, we have turned around again at this point, we can expect price to use here and buy. Good. So are we just going to take a trade immediately? No. We're going to look for, I'm going to wait for H4 information to be sure that, okay, this zone is still going to work. Oh, are we together? So key level, touch interaction. So now we are back here. Let's see if we can buy. All right. So let's see what the H4 is saying. This guy just touched a few moments ago. I think he touched about an hour ago. So, all right. So we are inside here now. So what are we going to look out for now? We just want price to accumulate, accumulate a little bit and give us something. So if we can get something like a fully bullish engulfing candle formation, you know what it looks like, right? We have a candle like this, then we have another one that fully engulfs the previous one like this. This is a sign that we are ready to buy. Then we can now go to H1 to pick the entry from the fair value gap. Is that okay? So we are currently at this zone. What I want now is a very healthy development. I want a healthy development so that I can buy. Yes, something like this, maybe an expansion. If I get an expansion, I will buy. If I get a fully bullish engulfing candle formation like this, then I'm going to buy from here. Is that okay? So that's what we are looking at now for That's what we're going to be looking at now for Euro card, please. All right. That is the view for Euro card from the daily. So as we are going from the daily to the H4 and then to the H1. So now we're on the H4. So look for a development around here. Either price goes to change character by creating an expansion, or it gives you something like a fully bullish engulfing candle formation. Then we can now look to buy. Are we together, please? All right. So I think this guy is going to serve as some form of liquidity. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So that is that for Euro card. Very straightforward analysis. We don't have to spend all day waiting. Let me see something on the weekly. Okay. Okay. There's no problem. Okay. It's fine. Weekly is okay. Let's see. Let's see. Mr. Tengo is saying, yeah, when it's ready on the funded group, it will be dropped. Okay, on the funded group, it will be dropped. Let's see. Euro GBP has bought again. Remember that zone we're looking for buys. Remember we talked about buying Euro GBP from here, right? Personally, I had a trade when it was still somewhere here, a buy trade that did well. So this area was it was a very, I don't know what the word is. Should I use the word inevitable area to buy from? This place that we bought from was almost an inevitable zone that we're going to buy from. So we're all looking at for Euro GBP buying from here. All right. So what's the next line of action now? You see that yesterday we had this massive expansion. Look at price did a massive expansion to the upside. So what can we expect now? Personally, I want price to fall inside this guy, and then we can continue buying. There's still a long way to go. Look at it. If this guy truly wants to buy, he should be buying all the way till this place. Should be buying all the way till this place. Yes, because this is the high. After we did this, right? It was from this high that we started all this retracement. So if price truly wants to buy from here, price has to go and complete the cycle again to create a higher high. Are we together? So if price wants to continue, if price truly wants to buy from this zone, which we can see that is showing good signs, price has to come back and then go back to the high that started all of this retracement. Is that okay? So that's how we gain our direction. So we're buying from here. This is our draw on liquidity. We are going to be looking to buy from this area till we can match till draw on liquidity. All right. So what is my next action? Now we focus more on the most recent expansion. Okay, we focus more on the most recent expansion. Now this is what we are having here. Look at it. Look at it. This guy like this is our most recent expansion. So I'm setting price to trade here, give us a development, and then we can buy. Okay. I also like this zone because this zone has a huge fair value gap. Look at it. This zone has a huge fair value gap like this. So it's a very interesting zone for us. We know that fair value gaps are like how do we call it? Like fuel stations in the market. Price wants to buy, so price needs to fill up imbalances, fill up all the inefficiencies, sweep liquidity, and then buy. So one of the ways that price gets momentum is by filling up fair value gaps. Okay, so fair value gap is a very good zone for price to react from and trade. So we're expecting a bounce back inside this place. After we get the bounce, we are going to continue our move to the upside. Okay. So I'm going to be patient on this guy. Currently, I'm not doing anything. Let me see. Yeah, there's nothing yet for me. I'm not doing anything on Euro GBP until I can get a nice pullback. Is either I get a pullback here and I buy, or I get an expansion. Then I can now turn my focus to this place. But for now, this is the most recent expansion on the H4 here. So expecting price to come here and buy. But if we have a new expansion, now you know that the most recent expansion is now this one. Is now this newest one. Okay, so we can now turn our focus to here and buy. Is that good? All right. Let me do one last one. Euro NZD. I don't know. Let me see what Euro NZD is saying. Okay. Euro NZD, I want to buy Euro NZD. Look at the weekly time frame. Look at the weekly time frame. It's looking good. See this guy. I like what price is doing here. So this was a nice expansion. Nice, also looking like a key level. Then we had what? We had liquidity build up here. Can you see? We had liquidity build up there. So I'm very much interested in price dropping inside this guy, and then we buy from here all the way till this guy. So the same thing I just showed us for Euro GBP. You see that when we had this, all of this like this was a trading leg, a trading range. So price has now is trying to retrace inside somewhere. When it comes back here, it has to trade back to fill up this high, to take this high, and then we continue the same thing again. All right, so that's what we're looking at now. So we are close to this area. This guy as well has a fair value gap, has inducement, has everything that we're looking out for a trade. So I am very poised to trade from here. So when I get something like this on the H4, this is the daily, right? Okay, I can go to the H4, right? So on the H4 time frame, if I have an expansion, like what price is trying to, let me show you. Let me show you. When price does something like this and then expands, so this at this point, this would have been an expansion. And we can look for the fair value gap areas inside of here to trade from. I hope that's good. So we are just basically anticipating a lot of things for now in the market. We're anticipating a lot of things right now in the market. And it's like that sometimes. Sometimes you may come and see that price has started the move. All you have to do is just join in for the continuation when there's a new expansion until you reach draw on liquidity. But when the price has not yet started the move, okay, what you simply do is to do what? Is to position yourself so that when price now begins the move, all you do is look for entry opportunities and then you trade. So it's very simple. When we get our direction, we get our target, then we just start looking for entry. So at this point, this is our direction from here to trade to this guy. And this guy here is our target. So our job now is to start looking for entries all the way till we get to our target. All right. So that is that's going to be that from me today. Where's my mouse? Okay. That's going to be that Euro GBP, same GBP card, same thing. Key level area. I'm expecting price to, I don't think this set is going to hold for now. So I can take it out. It did not trigger. So key level areas, same thing I just showed you for is it Euro card or so. See the way price played around this area so many times. So we have now broken that area at this point. So price has come here to give us a small liquidity. So when we sweep here, we'll go to the H4. When we get expansion, we know that we are ready to trade all the way till the high. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope you have taken note of the pairs that we are going to be looking at. Mr. Val, you can come up now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you. All right, that was awesome. Thank you, Sito, for that awesome analysis. You are the best. So let's just look at, I will just point out, we have seen fundamental that a lot of the market fundamental is playing out, the US tariff, blah, blah, and everything is really affecting the market. So, but out of this, will you have fundamental wisdom knowledge to what? To make the market. So BTC, I'll start with BTC. BTC this morning, I'm starting with BTC. So clearly, from my time frame perspective, this guy is giving us a kind of bullish reading. But yesterday, I pointed out something. I said, well, we should also be careful because this varies impulse on daily. Though we have been having some kind of bullish, movement, but I am not totally be satisfied with, because if you look at, let me take this one off first, I'll bring it back. So when we look at let's say let's put a bar here. So let's put a bar there. Let's put a bar here. So which means within these two bar on this guy was ranging. This guy was a ranging market within these two bar here. So that was a ranging market. So after a down sloping like this, price came to ranging. Now, if on daily, if you are looking at this is a break or a break, I will not totally agree. Why? I would have loved to see this low be taken. Right. So something like this before this happen. So we can look for a buy. But what we can see that matter, and here now we have liquidity above every high on a range. We have liquidity low. So liquidity above high have been taken. So they may likely come back to take liquidity below here before the bullish. So that being said, if we're looking for a buy here, we must be very, very, very careful. So if we want to use, let's say, okay, here we have a kind of blah, 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 blah break. Yeah, we have a kind of this high, that kind of shift. So using this place as a valid break construction is also valid. And based on the range, liquidity sweep is also valid. So since we have swept liquidity above this high, we can also come back to sweep liquidity above the low. So, but what is drawn my attention that, okay, we have come to a strong demand zone, right? So this is the low. Here we break. Oh, here was an inducement for price that break structure. So price has come to a strong demand zone, lining with this yearly 3-month and monthly open. So which is a very key support zone. So from there, we can look for a kind of, with this zone now, a demand zone. So on 4 hours, clear break of structure, which is very good on our side. So there, inducement, price came, induce everybody that is buying from here, take out all the stop losses, and now price are tapping to this low. So this place may hold price. It may, I use it may. So please, if you are buying here, don't have a tight stop loss below this 3-month open. In case if there's a momentum, you just take you out on a small loss. So BTC, based on 4 hours market structures that's giving us a kind of buy price is looking good. So when you look at like 30 minutes time frame, we can make a statement that, okay, we have a displacement. So this low, so we can say, okay, we have a kind of market structure shift. So is the buy fully ready? No. It's good to buy, yes. But my advice, you can make your own financial decision. Is for you to work to, if you are buying here, don't put your stop loss here. And let's see, it's what every risk is marked. Every risk in life is about risk. Then I also have a kind of view that looking at coming, okay, so volume, I have this instrument which is my volume fixed price. So determine where the volume really are in the market, where buyers or sellers, where there's a lot of volume. I know where there's volume, that's where institutional are positioned. So you can see now that you look at this chart, you can see we have very low volume all here. But you come to display, look at this. So this black line, when you look at that, look at the bar chart on that black line. So means that there are a lot of volume here. So using the fixed volume, view volume tools, he has pointed out there's a lot of volume for a buy, and it's lined up with demand zone, and it's lined up with this 3-month open. So the tendencies that maybe 60% we may push up from this zone, then 40% daily higher time frame may play out, come and take liquidity above all this low. So for me, I'm looking for a little buy here. My stop loss will be here, and then we can what? If it doesn't work, I go out quickly. So that is BTC. So if you are looking to buy BTC, this place is good to buy BTC. I move to DSY. So DSY, yes, DSY has come to a very key zone that I'm also looking at. Like I point out that, okay, so you can see price came to a very crucial, when we go to higher time frame, daily time frame. So we have price doing this. So we can see now clearly that here we shift the market structure here, but here again, we shift up again. So with me, this is giving us a bullish reading. Now, from that swing high to swing low, I can see price has come to a serious discount, which is very good to not only discount, price also come to monthly, 3-month, yearly open. Now, what this one for, this open range is a very strong support zone, especially when 3-month and yearly is coming together. It's telling that a very strong zone that price may likely hold as a support or as a resistance. So very powerful. So now, so we can see that from there immediately that what happened yesterday. So all this, so here we have a break of structure, so we have about 2 break of structure up, but this was a very linear this thing. So what they use here to do is what? An inducement. So a lot of us try to buy here. Now we are out and price now. So the thing is, that's why when you are trading that 4-hour time frame, always use a 2-time time frame as what? As a reference point. So all I can see, all these things break was just one pole. So all what they do from this swing low to this swing high, which is on daily, they came back to they draw price back to discount. So I'm seeing, I don't know what Tron will do. I don't know what this speed Tron will do today, but fundamental will always have its way. So I'm seeing DSY dollar on its way back up again. So we have come to that 3-month open, mitigated that demand zone, and we bounce. So ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we continue running on for the rest of the week. Let's see what the weekly profile says. So under the weekly profile, we're all bullish throughout the last week. So now for yesterday was just Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, for us to have this serious, so this red candle, it may end up become like a bullish candle before the rest of the week. So monthly profile, all right. So we are beginning to, monthly has not really seen anything, but weekly and daily is giving us a story. So let's see. I'm still bullish on what? On DSY, on dollar, and let's see until dollar close below this 3-month open. That will be a total bearish for me. That leads us to Euro USD. I'm bearish on Euro USD again this morning, and this is my reason for bearish on Euro USD. So we have price on daily. Let's go to daily time frame. So on daily time frame, so we have price, we have this swing high, right? So, but what we can see at the end of that bullish trend, we have this high, we have a liquidity taking. Price failed to close bullish above this impulse of this. Then from there, price shift in market structure. So on daily, what are we doing? We are what? We are bearish. This is where we start bearish on daily. This immediately we shift marketing structure. So when you look at this, from this swing high to this swing low, then what price did, you can see The price came to premium, not just a premium, 3 months, yearly open, monthly 3 months, they were together. Yesterday, I was watching when those fundamental was playing out serious in the market. I was watching if we could have a daily close above this yearly at 3 month open. Failure for us to have a daily close yesterday, I know that. No, all what they do was, this thing was just like a one leg bearish leg. All what they do is to come to a pullback on daily strongly pullback, take out all the internal liquidities. Now they raided all the liquidities, and we may see price start rolling down, right? So drop it to 4 hours. So go to 4 hours now. You can see 4 hours we have sweep, break of structure, price rally. Here become a strong supply zone. Since market left this supply, it has not been mitigated. You can see this side did not mitigate that supply. It came down, break on that structure. So all this break of structure every year was what they are doing. They are just lowering form inducement on those ranges. So that is so now we have all internal liquidity be taken care. They came back, take out all the liquidity above here. Here we have equal highs. We have this equal high here. So when you look at it, they swept. So all the liquidities on this leg, what we call the buy side internal liquidity, has been taken care. Now that buy side liquidity has been taken care, there's no strength. There's nothing apart from up here. And here they take liquidity already. So let's see if they reverse to a lot of internal liquidities here, which are imbalance, imbalance, imbalance. So we are hunting sell side liquidity now. Now go to 1 hour, which I will begin to look for entry. Where I get an entry. So we have this high liquidity taking, we have this low, we have price shift in market structure, the retest. So I begin to see a kind of so 30 minutes. So from 30 minutes, you can see high, low, lower high, break of structure, form a lower high. So now we traded this morning, market open, traded below the daily open, retest, and then we are pushing. So Euro USD is good to sell. It's good to sell based on technical analysis. So any pullback, little small pullback, you can look for a sell. You sell now. Anything you can make, please make your decision. Or you wait for a little pullback, but please let your stop loss come above this yearly and 3 month open like this. Right? Not that you can't put your stop loss here. So if there's a spike, as long as the spike we did not see it 4 hours or daily candle close at the end of today, be above this range, then we continue bearish. So that is Euro USD. I am bearish on Euro USD this morning, ladies and gentlemen. GU, I showed us yesterday that I was in a GU. When you trust your strategy and you have a good risk management in place, you will not be afraid, and whatever market do. So yesterday I was in this trade. We are in a downtrend, which is very clear. I have a sell limit here, but market, look at it, guys. I showed us yesterday, markets was bullish against me seriously. Nearly touched my stop loss. See where my stop loss is, see where the market get to. But I did not shift my stop loss. I did not close my trade. I just accept my failure yesterday that this is a losing trade already. So I assume that I've lost 1% of my account yesterday. But I allow the trade because I believe, I trust my judgment, I believe in my strategy. So you can see now market has come back again, traded back and come back. So immediately I saw yesterday that market closed and trade back below this 3 and yearly open again. Then as I say, there's fire for this. So now all these places are low volume area. All these places are low volume. So whatever shakara is happening here is just because of the fundamental. This is where there's a lot of volume that people are ready to sell. to continue this selling. So price will always come back because all here, they are low volume. So whatever I hear, all this one are shakaras, just to take a lot of stop losses. And they took it and returned back. So this is where buyers are seller are positioning to push market down. Our price closed yesterday, closed below the 3-month open. So for the rest of the week, let's see, we may still roll back to this a serious sell. So on GBP USD, my sell still on the sell, and I still have confidence on the trade. I have a lot of liquidity. The price is now a sell side liquidity. That now that we arrange buy side liquidity, we need to come and arrange the seller liquidity. We have a trend line liquidity here. We have a kind of void that's around here. So I'm expecting, let's see, by the end of the week, if price will come to this place. If I'm not saying our price can also bounce back and continues buying. But I'm still bearish based on market structure, based on technical analysis, based on trade pattern, based on volume. I am still bearish on GU. GU for me is more bearish than Euro because we have this is where we change character. Now from this swing high to this swing low, all we did is to mitigate this buy side internal liquidity, which is fair value gap, and since then we have been selling, and again we change structure. So I'm more confidence able to sell GU than Euro USD. So meaning that Euro USD, GBP USD, I'm bearish. Gold is super bullish. Gold is super bullish. We may likely go to 5,000. For me, I have no entry on gold. So we hit 4,900 yesterday. Now 5,000 is a psychological line that whenever we hit a major psychological this thing like that, we may see a kind of pullback. So let's just put that black line on 5,000 and see whenever market get to that place, what will happen. So for gold is still over bullish. So if you are a gold trader, you just go to smaller time frame and wait for a small pullback and continue. But as for me, I have no position. I'm not trading gold for now because it's not aligned with my plan, my trading plan. And whatever that is not aligned with my trading plan, I don't bother myself. I'm not a scalper, so I like to go. So yes, another good trade I'm watching this morning is NZD-USD. NZD-USD. I sold there. I think I make money from here to this place. Only here. I sold there. So I was thinking that okay, price will come back here. But what do we see? We see a run. Now, where liquidity build up here. So price has come now, raise all the liquidity. So this is a major high. So let's see. Before we will start selling NZD-USD, so price has, let's go to 1 hour. And what I want you to see on 1 hour, simple. So we have this high, we have this low, and price has given us a higher high by liquidity by week. So since that high, so we just need price to come back, violate this low, trade below this low. Then if we are selling, I would love you to sell back to this. So this 3-month open will be a strong support zone, a target zone for me to sell to. So all I'm waiting for is something like this on NZD-USD. Thank you. This one is still bullish. AUD is bullish. For now, I have no objection until we come to this liquidity that mark here. So let's see when price come to that major liquidity zone. Then if you give us a kind of bearish, we can look for a sell. For now, there's no trade for me. USD card. So we'll be looking for a USD card 4 hours. We are what? We are bearish. Daily, we are bearish. I love when my my entry time frame is aligned with my higher time frame. So that whether your higher time frame may be 1 hour, maybe your entry time frame is 15 minutes, allow your entry time frame to align, be in the same direction with higher time frame. That is very good. But when your higher time frame is bullish and entry time frame is bearish, when you are trading against each other, it may be a more conflict. So here we have daily time frame seriously bullish, bearish. There, so I was waiting because this is where we have a kind of liquidity, volume, all here are low volume. So I was waiting for price to come here, but sometimes our way is not the way. It's not the way of the. It's not the way of price. So I was expecting to sell from this zone, right? But something's happening now. We have two liquidity on the way. Liquidity 1, I marked it out, and liquidity 2. But what they do now, they have taken that liquidity 1. Do we enter? Are we get yes? So anything above 50, we are good to look for a sell. So now from there now, we can see on daily we have this high, we have price shifts, sweep that high, then give us a kind of shift on daily. So now we have a kind of shift, a high, a low, a liquidity. This now become a liquidity run, not a liquidity sweep. This liquidity run. Then we have shift. So all we are waiting for is price to, if price can trade back maybe to this weekly or premium 60. It can be 61.8 Fibo level or whatever Fibo level you are using. Anything above 50, you can look for what a continuity to sell. So it's not advisable that you want to do. I know some people will come now and say, okay, let's use this demand here. Let's quickly do buy. Well, for me, if you are buying here, you're also right on your way. But I would love to position for a sell based on what daily has given. And look at it on daily. This is a month. We have not changed character for anything very bullish. So I'll favor to look for sell opportunity once price make a good pullback. Like here, then my stop loss can come above here. That's very good reward ratio and sell back to this place. So we may, if this guy continues selling, which way there, our focus should be on this major place. So USD card, we'll be looking for a sell opportunity on a pullback. Likewise, USD chef. So USD chef, you can see this is very, very higher time frame. What's this saying? This is a very bearish leg. This is a bearish here. Look at it. Boom. Now from swing high, from this swing high now to this swing low, price came to good premium. Then what do we see? We can see that how we tap into, if we use this supply zone, boom, price tap into it. You can see that is a very, we are in a good sell zone, and we have this serious momentum. We have a daily candle close below this yearly open. So this gives us a serious bearish leg. So anything here now, we are looking for a pullback to sell USD chef. So these are good market direction that we are giving you guys this morning. All you need to do is to pick 1 or 2 out of these market directions, then look patiently, wait for it. Like this USD chef now, if you take 1 week to patiently wait, then you can look for a sell. It's better than you want to do a counter trade, right? So let's see if, let's say somebody want to, I will not advise a counter trade as long as we are still below this guy. We may say we come here and this is just go small and collapse. So I will not advise a counter trade on this. All right, I think we're done. USD, please hold on. USD JPY is still, for me, still bullish, but I don't know if price may likely come to this. So if price fail on this place, then this place will be another way, which I'll be looking at price. I will this way, this place. This place will be a short place. So I have two places in mind to look for a buy on this. Number one is this place. You can see all this place now will take liquidity below all these things. So don't be surprised. This guy can still fire up because we are still trading above weekly open. This is where weekly open. And long as we are above this weekly open, price can still fire up. So I'm still bullish on USD JPY on JPY. So that is USD JPY for us. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have for us today. I think it has been we have a very good trade, very trade to watch out for. Take one or two from the minor currency that Sito showed us. What do you say? Who is talking, please? What do you ask?
AUDNZD.
AUDNZD. Please, can you use chat box? Sito have done that already now. I think I've done AUDNZD. I don't have it on my radar. I don't trade it. So I don't trade
hello,
it.
sir.
Yes?
Sir,
I can hear you.
Do you people give Profem account?
We don't give Profem account.
Profem.
No, we don't give Profem account. We are broken. Our broker don't have Profem. So if you want to take Profem, you can.
No, you didn't check it.
You can chat me one-on-one, then I will guide you on that. So please, before I do that last, those of you that have not grabbed this book, grab it. All everything, how I trade, everything is more details on this smart money trading secret. Grab the book. I think it's very cheap for the book, loaded. Whether you are a beginner, you are intermediate class, you are advanced class, this smart money trading book will really help you. It's well details. So grab a copy. It's just 10K, right? Very soon, this price may go up. Grab it now because the book is too loaded. I'm planning to divide into two. Maybe from next month, I'm planning to divide the book into two. And by that time, if you come up, maybe you will not be buying the two copies, 13,000 then. So for now, that everything's still loaded for one at a go, then grab it now and you will thank me later. So somebody say AUDNZD, please, I don't do that, but I will just help you. Sito already cover all those things. I don't trade this currency. So this is bearish. Okay, let's see daily. Sito trade this thing. He analyzed this thing yesterday. I know. He analyzed it very well. So this guy, although higher time frame, okay, so you must be very careful now. So we have breakers. So for now, we don't have this daily last breaker structure we have, right? So where's our swing low? So you can plot it. We can plot it from here to this. So price is trading to where? To discount now. That's where we begin to look for a bullish continuation from there. I'm coming. Let me check something. So that is where volume is. Okay. So let's look for let you display as a demand zone, because that's where volume is lying, right? So you can, let's go to 4 hours now. So what we see, you can see, yes, this perfect place. So allow price to drop to this demand zone. Then you know what, wait for your change of character or engulfing candle daily. Then you can start buying this guy, right? So, but please wait for confirmation. It's very, very important. And the reason I say you wait for confirmation because We are currently trading below the 3-yearly open. So wait for confirmation here before you buy. Thank you for your time. Our time has elapsed. So we see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. So you can chat me up. If you are talking about Prof, you can chat me up. I can guide you or advise you. So
hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello. I want to ask a question. Sorry, sir. Yeah. If to wait for a candle confirmation, do that candle confirmation must it be on that higher time point of interest before you go to a lower time frame once you see that candle that you are looking for?
Well, I will just answer.
When price gets,
let me tell you, candle formation is better you have higher time frame candle formation for confirmation,
okay.
maybe daily or 4 hours.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sito. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. I want to see you make money. Tomorrow, I will ask you how many of you take trade and what do you make. So trade safe and apply good risk management in all your trade. Right. Thank you. So that will be the end of, that will be all for today.